All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And for this video, I wanted to give you guys another look at Moon Knight in the new Mr. Moon Knight uniform. Now, as you guys can see, I've invested a lot more since the last time I showcased him yesterday. And now we're sitting in the top 400. We're going to be pushing him even further because we still don't have his AWAKEN skill. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to showcase Moon Knight a little bit without the AWAKEN skill, because I know if you're completely free to play, you're not going to have this guy right here. You're not going to have Morbius, and Morbius is essential. You cannot awaken Moon Knight without Morbius, right? Which is a paywall character. So most of you guys are going to be stuck here long term. So what I want to do over the next couple of days is showcase him without the AWAKEN skill to kind of give you guys an idea of what you can look forward to once you pick up this uniform for Moon Knight, and if you go as far as getting it to Mythic, because getting it to Mythic, getting his ISO set fully maxed out, giving him Odin's blessings and Urus and all that stuff, that's about the most you're going to be able to do if you are free to play and you don't have a means to get Morbius. You're not going to have the AWAKEN skill, and you're not going to be able to transcend him, unfortunately. All right. So that being said, one other thing I want to touch on before we jump into some gameplay. So yesterday, I mentioned that Moon Knight was actually not healing, right? His Moon Force passive was somehow removed from the game. And I actually figured out last night. I was talking to some of my Alliance members and we tested it out. I figured out what was happening and why his tier 2 passive wasn't healing him. And I would implore that you guys try to see if that's the same thing that's happening to you. Either way, this definitely still needs to be addressed by Netmarble. What's actually happening for my Moon Knight area, I'll join when I can, is whenever you turn off the SFX, right, you actually unintentionally turn off Moon Knight's healing. So because yesterday when I was playing him, I had the SFX set to off instead of the on, I was actually removing a fraction of the 5th skill, and that fraction that was being removed is actually the fraction where he heals himself, right? And that's really, really strange because I've never seen an effect get lost by actually turning off the SFX. I've seen damage being lost, but I've never seen you go as far as to lose a heal or your tier 2 passive entirely, which is actually quite scary because let's say, for example, you turn off the SFX or you always play with SFX off. How many of your characters are actually not benefiting from their tier 2 passive if that's the case, right? It would actually be crazy if it was actually, how many times are you going to say actually, right? Just more than Moon Knights that's affected by the SFX being off. So this is something that Netmarble definitely needs to look into beyond just fixing what's going on with Moon Knight. So right now I think I have the SFX turned off, so I'll go into the preview really quickly and I'll show you guys what happened. So what you're looking at are the icons at the top here, right? And when you use the 5th skill, you're gonna notice, you see that right at the beginning there, when Moon Knight fixes his tie, that's when he flexes on you and that's when he heals up the 30%, right? You're not going to see this every rotation, it's every 7 seconds, right? So the next time I press it, I'm not going to see it, I'm just going to see the buff, right? But the next time I press it, I should see that little flicker, and that's when he heals. Now, if I go ahead and I turn off the SFX, he doesn't fix his tie, so he doesn't heal. Like you'll see, no matter how many times I press it, I won't get the buff. Well, I'll still get the buff, the frenzy buff, but I won't get the heal. So that's what was actually happening yesterday. And that's what's happening to a lot of you guys. If you play with SFX off because you're on a lower end device, or you know, in some situation like against Thanos in World Boss, you can't stand the SFX being on because sometimes that punk, that bastard, that son of a, okay, let me stop. He will actually wait until you're in one of these SFX, and then he'll just do that Titan punch that one-shots you and you just die because you didn't see that he was doing that attack, right? So for most people, you play with SFX off if you're going for higher end content, especially if you're using somebody like Doctor Strange, right? Because Doctor Strange, if you play with SFX off, you're able to cancel his tier 3 skill, and that ends up with you getting more damage. In the case of Moon Knight, currently, if you play with SFX off, you lose the healing, okay? So that's just one thing I want to point out here. Hopefully Netmarble fixes this, but if they don't, this is something you need to keep in mind for future. We're going to keep the pressure on them though, because they need to fix this, and they also need to look into other characters, because God forbid you're actually playing with other characters that you cannot decipher whether or not their tier 2 passive is actually active, because know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, like Phil Coulson or Valkyrie or Shuri, characters that are only valuable for their tier 2 passive. How annoying would it be if SFX actually being off or on would determine whether or not those passives are actually activating? You know what I'm saying? So let me jump in here. I'm going to show you guys what Moon Knight can do. Let's see if we can go up to like a stage 75 or stage 80 or something crazy like that. Remember, because Moon Knight does not have the Awaken skill, you cannot use him with White Fox leadership, or you can, but you're not going to get that extra debuff effect because there's no defense down in the base kit. You will, however, get the leadership tag buff from White Fox, but I think it's better to go with a team comp like this. This team comp is going to give you Fury's lead, plus you're going to get Fury's tier 2 passive, and you're also going to get Fury's 5th skill buff. So a lot of value from Nick Fury. And then from this guy right here, you're going to get his tier 2 passive, which is going to give you extra crit rate, extra ignore dodge, and skill damage and bonus damage. And Moon Knight has none of that. Okay, so that's really, really good. Plus Taskmaster in this uniform will give you 45%. It's right here. Going to give you 45% more damage to heroes and villains. So this, in my opinion, is the best team comp. But if you want, you can go with Fury and White Fox, but that's just completely up to you. With this team comp though, I only need, let me show you guys the setup on Moon Knight. Actually, we'll come back to that. I only need like 2 ignore dodge strikers and we should be good. All right guys, so I gave stage 80 a legitimate try. Unfortunately, because of this guy's annoyance where he just iframes constantly and the slides across the map, it's really, really aggravating. So I kind of have to come back down here to 70 to do this little showcase. But you can see like his damage is disgusting. Like his damage is actually legitimately a problem. Well, a problem for this guy. So maybe that's why he's ducking and bobbing and weaving and all that, bro, on that Mayweather shit. But I'm not here for it. Okay, not today. Not today, sir. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We go, oh my gosh, this guy, bro. He thought I didn't have spare DPS. He thought I didn't brought extra guns, bro. Oh, crap. I canceled my 5th skill too early. This guy thought I didn't bring extra guns, bro. I had to switch up the strikers and bring in Rachel for some crowd control because Moon Knight's 4th skill have him standing in place, blasting, and this guy just constantly flies around the map to be extra annoying, right? So I'm not really with that foo-foo lame shit. Like he can keep sliding all across the map all he wants, but I'm not chasing. I'm done chasing. What do you think this is? Dream chase? Okay, let me stop. We from the 6. We not chasing. We blasted. We not chasing. We blasted. You feel me? That's how we rocking the 6. We not chasing you. This ain't the chases. We just blasted. All right, cool. Do your thing so I can bust these shots on you. We go 3, we go 5. I'm gonna do the co-op, and then you gonna die. Oh, you not dying? Okay, hold up. I got more shots for you. We do 5 again. We go up. I got immunity to guard break. What do you think this is, son? You flexed on me on 80, but I'm back. Okay, my prop there for some reason decided not want it. Oh. No. You see, I saw that. I saw you were on some chaser shit. I ain't with that. Okay, let me stop. Boom. Go here. Big brain play. Set him up with the defense down from Taskmaster. Because we ain't got no defense down in the kit right now. But that shot, he got that kickback. So come pull up on me. I'm going to make you step back. Moon Knight in the building. Sir Moon Knight, the legend, the Lunar Legionnaire. So 70 went down pretty easily. I think we can do 75, so maybe I should have gone there instead. But man, this guy is so annoying. When you don't have the Awaken skill that has iframe ignore and an iframe, so there's basically no way to dodge it, you're gonna notice that Moon Knight gets cancelled quite a bit on this stage in particular. So if you're using him here and you get really irritated because Corvus Glaive just starts jumping around and interrupting the 4th skill, because if you go too far away, Moon Knight will stop blasting with the 4th skill, or if he jumps into, like he is in Corvus Glaive, jumps into a slight iframe, then your fourth skill will get canceled out completely, and that's where the bulk of the damage is. The fifth skill, the lunar batarangs, the moon batarangs raining down, those do a good amount of damage, but the shotgun blast to the face and the body, like, that's where the bulk of the damage is. So you need to hit with that on your proc. All right, so let's jump into giant boss right here. No iframe shenanigans. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, so we're testing out Moon Knight, the giant boss raid. I want to see if he's actually viable without his awakened skill. Shout out to these guys for coming through and helping. I'd have ideally liked to go against a couple other awakened characters as well, but it's what we got, and we don't have the skill. And I feel like a lot of free-to-play free-to-play players are going to be stranded here forever, or for a good while, unless they get really lucky and unlock Morbius through some other means. Okay, so we're just... Yo, Dormammu's kind of scary. Like, he's actually legitimately scary. Damn. I'm kind of behind everybody now, eh? Oof, that's a lot of damage. It would be nice if Moon Knight had the woof. Who's doing so much damage? It would be really cool if Moon Knight had the debuff removal when he uses fifth skill as well. Kind of the same as Kamala, but I guess if every character had it, it wouldn't be special. We're not gonna do any damage with Taskmaster. Oof, oof. Please don't tell me that those are shotgun blasts doing so much damage, bro. No wonder, if that's the case, no wonder Corvus was running away so much, bro. Yo, look at the damage. Holy smokes. Bro, this is why they hit him behind Morbius, eh? If Moon Knight is the one that did all that damage, like, holy smokes. Thank you to these guys. No way. Okay, he did 68%. No, that's really good, guys. That's actually really, really good. He did 42 million in under 2 minutes with just his 1 through 5. Actually, scratch that. With just his 5 and his 4, because his 3 doesn't do damage because I don't let it play out. So 2 skills. That's insane. So guys, basically, if you are free to play and you cannot unlock this guy's awakened skill, yes, you're going to be missing out on a lot of DPS, okay? I'm not going to front. This is definitely going to take Moon Knight above and beyond anything I fathom, right? Because think about it like this. What you just saw was Moon Knight blazing through Giant Boss Raid without his awakened skill, and he also cut through a state 70 Corvus, and he can cut through like 70-80 Proxima as well without the awakened skill. I'm going to show that to you guys in a future video. I don't want to make this one too long, right? That's crazy. And check this out. That was with a CTP of energy. Chain hit God. I'm telling you, Moon Knight is so good in this uniform. So although it's a feels bad man moment that you can't get him to like his full potential without spending some money or acquiring Morbius through some other means, it is still really good that this uniform is not a waste if you can awaken the character. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Thank you to my Alliance members for coming through and helping me test this guy out. But boy, is he impressive. That's insane. More testing will be done before we switch over to a rage and awaken him. So anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comments, because I want to show you guys what you can possibly do with them if you don't have the means to go above and beyond. Hope you guys appreciate the video. If you do, like it, and I'll keep pumping them out. I'm gone. Peace.